Hello again, everybody. We are back for another debate in our AI ethics debate series. This is our 8th scenario, and today our two groups are going to be discussing personalized content algorithms. To set the stage, the scenario for today is that a major American social media platform known as Ecosphere has decided to implement highly advanced personalized content algorithms. These utilize machine learning to curate users' feeds, tailoring content based on individual preferences, behaviors, and even emotional states. The platform argues that this will enhance user experience, increase engagement, and ultimately boost profits through targeted advertising. In opposition to this corporate team, we have a privacy team who is concerned about safety and autonomy of individuals using Ecosphere. So, could Team 1, who are the privacy advocates, please introduce yourselves in order of the speaker order?
Yes, hello, my name is Aude-Marie Marcoux. I'm a PhD student in business administration at UQAM in Montreal. And my research focus on the implementation of ethic of AI in organizations. And for this debate, I will act as the privacy lead, and I will talk about the overarching concern of our team, which is the erosion of personal autonomy through the platform's extensive tracking of user behaviors and preference.
Great, thanks.
Hello, my name is Mahdi Alavi. I'm a master's student at Toronto Metropolitan University. My research focuses on natural language processing in general, and more specifically, natural language generation and question answering. I'm going to be the security lead in this debate. I'm going to mention some benefits, by mentioning some benefits of the highly personalized advertisements, and then some drawbacks of how they can damage our security, and our cybersecurity is prone to some data breaches.
Cardoso?
Oh, hello everyone. You call me Cardoso. I'm from University of Waterloo. My research is also in natural language processing. But I'm targeting it on legal data. So we're trying to use models to predict who would win a motion. That's my research. I am the diversity lead. And I'm the third speaker. Yeah.
Great, thanks. And Team 2, the Ecosphere corporate team. Please introduce yourself in order of speaker.
Yeah, I'm Moshmi, and I'm a PhD student and law faculty of law at McGill University, and I'm going to be the business development lead for the corporate team. And I'm going to basically set the stage for our team and talk about what our team stands for, our values, or our product, as well as our business in general. Yeah.
Solomon or Saqib, whoever's next.
Okay, hello, I'm Mohammad Saqib, and I'm pursuing PhD in McGill, and my PhD topic is explainable AI for malware analysis. And today I'm taking part as an innovation lead in second team.
Hi everyone, my name is Solomon. I'm a master's student in the University of Waterloo. My research focuses on AI ethics and transparency. I am the third speaker for the corporate team as the user experience lead.
Great, thanks. Let's get started. Team speaker one, Aude Marie, you are up. Floor is yours for up to 10 minutes. So please go ahead.
Yeah. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I'm here. Our privacy advocates team is unified by a shared commitment to safeguarding individual autonomy and privacy rights in the face of ecosphere personalized content algorithm strategy. Our motivation stems from a deep-seated belief in the importance of protecting users from intrusive data collection practices. As the privacy lead of our team, let me explain our overarching concern, which is the erosion of personal autonomy through the platform extensive tracking of user behaviors and preference. Maybe you saw this, but as reported by The Guardian recently, social media platforms are using the same techniques as gambling firms to create psychological dependencies and ingrain their products in the lives of the users. These methods are so effective that they can activate similar mechanisms as cocaine in the brain, create psychological craving, and even invoke phantom calls and notifications where users sense the buzz of a smartphone even when it isn't really there. Indeed, we are terrified of the loss of personal autonomy of the users of the Ecosphere social media platform, which has decided to implement highly advanced personalized content algorithm. Oh my God, Zoom asked me what is my language. Is it French? So sorry for my accent, that strong French accent. Second, the diversity lead of our team is motivated by the desire to maintain a diverse and inclusive digital space, highlighting the risk of echo chambers that may arise from the algorithms. Studies investigating the impact of diversity within groups on the quality of decision making have led some to believe that technological advancement should enhance public discourse by promoting a more diverse and resilient exchange of ideas. Nevertheless, if individuals exclusively consume information that aligns with their pre-existing belief, an abundance of information may actually result in selective exposure to ideologically similar content, creating echo chambers atmosphere that could foster political polarization and social radicalization. For example, a team of researchers of Barbara et al. Estimated ideological preference of 3.8 million Twitter users using a data set of nearly 150 million tweets concerning 12 political and non-political issues, and they explore whether online communication resemble an echo chamber as a result of selective exposure and ideological segregation or a national conversation. Well, they observed that information was exchanged primarily among individuals with similar ideological preference in the case of political issues, but not many other current events. For example, discussion on the Newtown shooting in 2012 reflect a dynamic process, beginning as a national conversation before transforming into a polarized exchange. With respect to both political and non-political issues, they found that liberals were more likely than conservatives to engage in cross-ideological dissemination. And this is a very important asymmetry. Overall, they conclude that previous work may have overestimated the degree of ideological segregation in social media usage. Indeed, we argue that social media such as Ecosphere should not contribute to the risk of echo chambers and make sure that they provide and monitor a diverse and inclusive digital space on their platform. And then the security lead of our team notes that the potential cybersecurity risk, and he emphasized the need to shield users from data breaches and malicious exploitation. As an example, the 2018 paper by Obar and Oldorf H tackled the issue of internet privacy by conducting an empirical investigation into individual behavior when it comes to reading privacy policy and the terms of services policies. They surveyed 543 people and found that 74% of them skipped the privacy policy and opt for the quick join click wrap when joining a fictitious social media networking service called NameProd. Based on the average adult reading, spending 250, 280 words a minute, the privacy policy should have taken around 29 to 32 minutes to read. But the average privacy policy reading time was 73 seconds. So those findings clearly indicate that there are potential cybersecurity threats that pose a significant risk. It is imperative that we take action to protect our users from data breaches and malicious exploitation. Together, as a team, we seek to challenge echo chamber approach. We advocate for a digital environment that respects privacy, that fosters diversity, and ensure the security of user data. Thank you.
Great, thanks. Can we hear from the Ecosphere speaker? Please go ahead.
Right. Hi, everyone. I am the business development lead, as I said before. So our team believes that in order to maximize Ecosphere's profitability and competitiveness in the long run, our business model needs to be sustainable. And a sustainable business model is only possible if we prioritize not just user engagement or ad revenue, but also enhance the trust users place in our products, and the trust that our products will not breach their privacy. So today, our team's plan is to discuss that our advocacy for personalized algorithms also includes ethical innovation combined with user experience that empowers our users and respects their autonomy. So our product, which is personalized algorithm, it is known that personalization in social media transcends convenience. It is a strategic necessity for platform developers and marketers alike. Our algorithms, driven by machine learning and data analytics, delve deep into user behavior preferences and interactions. By deciphering patterns, they craft a bespoke user experience tailored to individual interests and inclinations. The transformation will turn Ecosphere into a personalized haven where users connect authentically, sharing meaningful experiences and engage with content that resonates profoundly with their lives. However, while personalized algorithms promise to boost user engagement and ad revenue, our vision extends beyond short-term gains. Ecosphere's commitment to ethical business development mandates designing algorithms with user empowerment and privacy at the forefront. We understand the importance of respecting user autonomy and ensuring responsible handling of their data. We also believe in a continuing consent process. And like our team member from the other side said, that usually they stated a study that, you know, not everyone reads the privacy policy and there's very less percentage of people that read the entire policy. We do not believe in having a big privacy policy just in the beginning. We would like to have a continued consent process that keep providing them prompts that gives them that enables them to provide consent at every step of the process rather than just in the beginning. So that is one of the ways in which we are trying to enhance the consent process and that does protect our users' privacy. And we also believe that the ethical foundation, this ethical foundation builds trust and it fosters positive user relationship essential for our sustained success. And our business development strategy also prioritizes transparency and accountability. We are focused on having all the values of AI ethics in our business development strategy. And we are dedicated to providing users with clear insights into how our personalized algorithms function and how their data is utilized. And because we believe that transparency empowers users to make informed decisions, nurturing trust in our platform and reinforcing our commitment to ethical processes. So our corporate team is not unknown to all the ethical issues that arise from use of personalized algorithms. We very much want to be in the conversation, and we very much want to be a part of the discussion that is surrounding the ethical issues of these algorithms. We want to ensure that we are able to use to make our product more user-friendly, which enriches user experience, but at the same time empowers our users to make their own decisions about their privacy and how their data is being used, which is very key to our business model as a sustainable business model in future. In conclusion, as the business development lead, I advocate for a more holistic approach to personalized algorithms, emphasizing ethical innovation and user empowerment. By intertwining ethics into our business model, we not only enhance user experience, but lay the groundwork for Ecosphere's enduring sustainability and prosperity. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So very good points you made, and also our first speaker. So I'm gonna be the security lead, and I'm gonna defend the our beliefs in that we believe that essentially personalized content advertisement is not really helpful, and sometimes it is very helpful, but sometimes it can generally lead to data breaches, and so it requires the your company to protect the user's data very carefully. But you might say that it is very easy for some companies to protect the user's data. But I can refer to this incident that happened to the Equifax company that you might know, the very big company for credit reporting. This company in 2017 announced that 143 million US consumers' data was breached and was leaked, and their data was prone to cybersecurity criminals activities. For example, the criminals they had access to the identities of these users and their social security numbers, and they could open fraudulent accounts or make unauthorized purchases or even file for tax returns in someone else's name. So this means that even the biggest companies in technology, they cannot assure the users that they can always protect their data. So this means that despite the fact that collecting the user's data to create innovative content or advertisement, there's still even if you say less, but it's going to be at least 1% chance that the user's data is leaked, and the users are prone to being identity theft and stuff. So this is my first argument toward you said that there are a lot of benefits to this content personalized advertisement. And another thing that you mentioned was that you said that to your defense, to what our first speaker said, you're going to use prompts instead of giving the users a long text to read and to accept. And I believe myself that using prompts is also so annoying for most of the users. If you're using some application, you just want to go through this application and do whatever you want to do, and you don't have enough time to read the prompts and then click that I consent to this privacy policy terms. So prompts are also not a very useful way to tackle this issue. And also, there should be, I think, an option for the users to opt out, because I think a few years ago or recently, I don't know, Sephora was fined $1.2 million by the California Attorney General for violating the California Consumer Privacy Act. One of the allegations was that the Sephora was like failed to disclose to consumers that it was selling their personal information, which you said like your company wouldn't do that because of the ethics. But the fact that Sephora didn't have this option for the consumers, for the users to opt out this personalized advertisement was something else. So the users have to have the chance to opt out from this like personalized content advertisement. So this should be another option to consider in this regard. And also, I want to mention as my last point that always like securing the like if you have like very secure firewalls for your company and for your database, and always like hashing the data is not always the best choice. You cannot always assure the users, because sometimes like you have like insiders that, for example, consider a disgruntled employee at the Cash App company that in April 2022, he like stole the data of the users, and then their full names and their brokerage portfolio values and all this information, and he stole that information and like sold it to another company. So you can be always like assured that this information is always like saved and protected in your company. And even if you do your best, always there's this chance that this information is leaked, and some cybersecurity criminals can use this information to like harm your users.
Great. Does speaker 2 from corporate team want to get started? Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello. Good points, Madhya, especially about Sephora. And I would like to say we are considering this using innovative technologies. Hello, judges and my team members. I'm Mohammad Saqib, innovation lead at Ecosphere. My job is not just about keeping pace with technology and advancement. It is about leading with responsibility and foresight. Our approach to personalized content algorithm embodies this philosophy, ensuring that every leap forward respects user privacy, enhances user experience, and is transparent and understandable to our users. In AI and machine learning, transparency is key. Our personalized content algorithms are built on principles of explainable AI, ensuring that users and regulators can understand and trust how our algorithms make decisions. This level of transparency critical is building trust and ensuring accountability, allowing users to see why behind the content they are shown. We recognize the importance of privacy and user control in this digital era. Our algorithms are designed with privacy by default, offering users clear intuition option to manage their data and control to personalize of their content. This approach aligns with global privacy standards and respects the individual's rights to digital autonomy. Ecosphere's algorithms are more than just filters. They are gateway to broader spectrums of ideas and cultures. By incorporating diverse datasets and constantly refining our algorithm, we aim to present users with content that not only matches their interests, but also introduce them to new perspectives, fostering a culture of learning and understanding. The landscape of technology and user expectation is ever evolving, and so are our algorithms. We are committed to a cycle of continuous improvement, leveraging user feedback and performance metrics to refine and enhance our content. This process ensures that our platform remains relevant, responsive, and aligned with our users' needs. At Ecosphere, we hold ourselves accountable for the impact of our technologies. This means not only success, but also addressing any challenges head on. We are committed to conducting regular audits, engaging with external experts, and participating in industry discussions to ensure our practices sets standard for responsible innovation in the tech industry. In conclusion, Ecosphere journey with personalized content algorithm is guided by a commitment to innovation that's transparent, explainable, and user-focused. By embedding these principles into our technology, we aim to provide a platform that not only engages but also empowers our users, setting a new standard for what it means to be responsible, forward-thinking. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Carlos. So you're up.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so I have a bunch of questions. It's going to be mostly about back and forth dialogue. So the first question I have is, which comes first? And so this is with the business lead. Which comes first? Is it the profit or users? I think I know the answer to that, but I just wanted to know which comes first.
Just to be clear, you're asking a question
I'm
towards
asking a question.
Ecosphere's business
Yeah,
director.
which comes first? Is it the profit or the users?
The users, of course.
So what that means is that, then how do you like make a profit? Like, how do you make money?
I told
Typically,
you.
you have
So-
to choose. Most businesses, they choose profit over business. But no, your claim is that you're taking a different approach. The users come first, right? Okay,
Yes.
cool. So now you have a bunch of our users' data, and do you have any filtering mechanisms when you decide which companies you're going to sell the data to? Because you're going to advertise, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to
Advertise, what advertise what?
the data that you get from your users. You're going to advertise that, right?
No, we're going to use it for our personalized algorithms to make their experience better.
So
That's
you're
our plan.
So you're in no shape or form going to take this data and sell it to some third party.
Nope.
Awesome. That's good. That's
Yes.
good. And so the other question is, you said you're going to have a bunch of prompts to ask for consent in every single way.
Can I add to that?
Yes, you have.
So
Yes,
other
please.
than the prompts that, like our innovation lead Maud also mentioned, we will also provide them the option to opt out. If they do not want their data to be collected for a better experience, we are fine with not using their data at all.
Okay. And the last question I have is, you said that, so one of the limitations, and this is, I would consider this to be analogous to the laws of gravity. When you're going to generate personalized content, you're going to reach a wall where people are stuck in echo chambers. If it's going to be personalized, then there's going to be echo chambers. So now, given the inavailability of echo chambers, how do you decide what is considered, or who decides what is considered appropriate and inappropriate content? So let's say, for example, there's some people that, just like antisocial things. Are you going to decide, like, who decides what's inappropriate to share to the user?
We believe in being part of the bigger conversation, which makes sure that, like Maud said, that we will have external partners, and while we are doing audits, and we'll have people from all, either from the civil society or from other stakeholders that are involved in this process, or even our users, and we would ask them what are the challenges that they have with our product. And we would, and if there is something that they feel that, like the first speaker talked about, Aunt Mary talked about polarization, political polarization, we'll try to ensure that such content which leads to that is not circulated so freely. And we will also make sure that obviously when we cannot cater to each and every person's choices and their feelings, so it's not about that. It's about having a consensus on what is the most appropriate
So
way to
if I
move
may,
forward.
just gonna stop
And
you. Sorry. So now it sounds to me that, okay, you're gonna talk to a bunch of stakeholders, get their opinion on how to properly define the rules on what content should be posted. But who makes that ultimate decision? Could you say no to
after we
what
receive,
people say?
after we have a consensus, all our team, the business development, as well as innovation, as well as the user, all of us make a unanimous decision on what is best suited. And that is not just about enhancing our profits, but also about enhancing user experience and protecting their privacy as well.
Okay, thank you. I'm done. Thank you for answering.
Okay. Now can we hear from our final speaker?
Hi, everyone. Instead of taking the question and answer approach, I will still go ahead and hammer home some of our points to make things clear, even though some of the things I'm going to talk about came up earlier in some of the questions that were asked. As the user experience lead of Ecosphere, I approach these debates on the implementation of advanced personalized content algorithm with a focus on user-centric principles. My role is to ensure that the platform provides a seamless, intuitive, and enjoyable user experience, focusing on interface design, usability, accessibility, and overall satisfaction. We knew our opponents would come up with statistics and data against this implementation. We will implement personalized content algorithms like never before with compliance as our key hold. We believe that the implementation of personalized content algorithms should align with Ecosphere's corporate values and mission. This includes prioritizing user privacy and data protection, promoting diversity and inclusion, fostering meaningful connections, and supporting user growth and implementation. By ensuring that our algorithms reflect our core values and contribute to our primary mission of enriching the user experience, we reinforce Ecosphere's commitment to ethical and user-centric practices. We advocate for empowering users with control over their personalized content experience by providing users with customizable settings and preferences, such as the ability to fine-tune content recommendations based on specific topics or frequency. We empower users to tailor their experience according to their individual preferences and needs. This level of personalization not only enhances user satisfaction, but also demonstrates our commitment to user-centric design principles. It is crucial to prioritize user privacy and data protection. We will implement ethical, personalized algorithms that prioritize user consent, transparency, and control over their data. By incorporating robust privacy safeguards and allowing users to opt in or out of personalized content recommendations, we can uphold the trust and confidence of our user community. Ecosphere is not just a platform for consuming content, but also a space for social interaction and connection. Personalized algorithms can play a crucial role in facilitating meaningful connections between users based on shared interests, values, and experiences. By recommending content, we promote a sense of community and belonging that enhances the overall user experience of Ecosphere. Implementing advanced personalized algorithm is not a one-time endeavor, but an ongoing process of refinement and optimization. We are committed to continuously monitoring user feedback, analyzing performance metrics, and iterating on our algorithms to ensure that they effectively meet our diverse user base's evolving needs and preferences. This commitment to continuous improvement reinforces Ecosphere's dedication to delivering a superior user experience. In conclusion, rather than solely focusing on individual user experiences, we emphasize the importance of community-centric design principles. This involves creating features and functionalities that encourage collaboration, communication, and a sense of belonging among Ecosphere users. By prioritizing community building initiatives, we can cultivate a vibrant and supportive ecosystem where users feel connected and valued, hence the implementation of personalized content algorithm. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for this. So this wraps up all of our speakers, and in light of the extra time, we'll do what we've done for these past few debates and open up the floor. If anyone has some comments, thoughts, or additional questions to feed to the other team, please go ahead. So yeah, Nadia, the floor is yours.
Yeah. So I saw that you said that you're gonna like develop some highly developed algorithms to care for the users' preferences and stuff. But here's the question: I first want to mention this report by the Pew Research Center. In 2019, they revealed that about 81% of the users did not like their data being used for advertising because they thought the potential risks will outweigh the benefits. So in my opinion, if the users are fully aware of how their data is being used for advertising, and probably like the companies will use this data to create some advertisement for the users, and because they want to have like revenue, you cannot refuse to use data. It's not possible nowadays for the companies because they want to do this advertising. So no matter how hard you try to enhance the user experience or the UX, most of the users won't be willing to consent to the terms, right? And yeah, the leader mentioned they won't advertise, but I think this platform, like most of the platforms, they have to have advertisement to have revenue, right? Because for example, consider Instagram. How are they gonna have revenue or pay their expenses, their servers expenses and stuff without having advertisement, right? And I have this opinion. This is my last opinion towards your opinion. So that if the users come first, if you're prioritizing users over advertising and over your revenue, so this means that you won't shut down the company if your business is not lucrative anymore, right? Because if you prioritize users over your income, it means that even your business is not lucrative anymore and you're in a huge debt, you won't shut down the company because this is not something that the users want, right? So never ever a business can prioritize the users and ignore their revenue because this is not how business works. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, if I could also add to the point, I do agree with Medea. Businesses have to prioritize profits before users. I mean, users should be part of the equation. But when your company makes a claim that they will put users over profit, that is just really unlikely. Either you have the best business model ever, or you're not being transparent. So, and if you're not, going back to my partner's point, if you're not going to advertise, then how are you going to make money? Most social network companies make money via advertising. So how does this work? I'm done with the question.
Okay, I can answer one part of it, and that is, I mean, in this way, like the way you're showing that the way you're putting it out, that any business would probably not run at all if you're saying that businesses can only make profits and they only prioritize profits. Yes, most of the businesses that we see do that, but there is a space for business models to exist which do prioritize users. And my very first statement was that we are looking to have a more sustainable business model, which lasts in a longer run. And I feel sustainability can only be there, as we have read in numerous studies, and as we are seeing in the business and human rights framework, or we are seeing in the business ethics frameworks. We see that if you focus on sustainability, which includes prioritizing users' experience, but also prioritizing the autonomy and their prioritizing their autonomy and involving them in their decision making, is a sustainable model, and which is what we are striving for. Obviously, you can say that we might be the first ones doing that, and there's nothing wrong in it, And I didn't quite get the point that if our business is not lucrative anymore, will we keep going on? That's just like a very paradoxical point to make. I mean, if we cannot go on, we will stop and we'll come up with something new that is better and that is lucrative and that is also user friendly and protects our users. It doesn't have to. You cannot say that, are we going to keep going on just because our users want that? We are very happy that our users want us to keep going on. But if we are not making any money, and if we are not being able to pay our employees for some reason, which is not yet happening, there's no mention of that. So if that is the scenario, then we will stop, but we will come back with a better model and a better business plan. And also ad revenue. I think our innovation lead could add more to that. But what I believe is we can still have ads on our pages, on our web pages, but we are not going to use users' data to give those ads, like to customize those ads for our users. We are not using their data in any way for that. We're just going to have ads on our pages, but we are not going to have ads that is specific for our users experience. And we also, like we said, we are going to have an opt-out option, which, if you don't want to, we can also have phases, like for what exactly our user want their data to be used. So if they do not want their data to be used for certain processes, then we will not use it. And we will ensure that we give them a report that we are not using their data for those purposes. But our innovation lead can add up if he wants to, more on that.
Can I restate what I just mentioned? So you're telling us that you want to state to the users that they have this option to opt out from the advertising, like their data to being sold to the companies or to using data for advertising. But I have this argument to this. So see, I told you that around 81% of the users in that research for the Pew Research company, they announced that 81% of the users, they didn't like their data to be used in advertising. So we're going to just use 19% of the users, and it's a very small amount of users to consider work with your algorithms, right? Because you're saying that we have this opt-out option, but I'm telling you that mostly if the users know that their data is being used, only 19% of them will consent to this. And about the fact that you said that if your business model is not lucrative anymore, you just shut down the model and go for something new. I'm going to say that, okay, so what if the users, they like your application and they like what you're doing, but this is not even, it's not any more lucrative for your company, So you said that you're going to prioritize the users over the profit, but I'm telling you, if your business model is not lucrative anymore, and meanwhile the users like it, you cannot shut it down because the users like it and users are your priority, right?
Well, all I can say to that is that we'll keep ensuring that we strive and we are not being shut down. I mean, I cannot tell you right now that what we'll do if that scenario appears, but so far that scenario is not here. What we are trying, and the 19% that you were talking about, I may not be getting this right, but we will still make revenues from ads. We will we'll just not be using their data to give them customized ads. So I think we can still generate profits from ad revenue without using user data. But like I said, our innovation.
Okay, so let me also add this with regards to the 81%. I have a problem with that statistics because, I mean, if our platform have millions of subscribers, how many people made up the 81% in the research that you are quoting? So if a researcher, of course, if you have the data to give to us, we'll be glad, because if a researcher sits and then comes up with 30 or 50 or 100 participants and then gets 81% out of that, I don't believe that could actually cover the number of users we have on our platform, because we have a lot of them. So your 81% statistics, can you tell us how many people made up the participant pool to come up with that value and to be using that in this argument?
I'm not too sure about the number of the people, but I have just entered the link to this news. You can give it a read. Yes, I think your fact is correct also, because like most of these researches are done within like a very few number of people, and your company can still have revenue with like very amount of users that are willing to like their data to be used for advertising. But I'm just telling you, you cannot like keep saying that users are our priority and saying that, okay, we're not going to shut down the company if the business is not lucrative anymore, because users like your like what you're doing.
Can I say something?
Yeah, we'll go Saqib. I saw you take your mic off mute, so maybe you can make a comment and Aude Marie can make a comment, and then we can stop here and open up the floor to our participants to share their thoughts.
Okay. So you guys are giving facts about others and statistics about other companies. But we are talking about our own company, Ecosphere, which we have started with a mission. And our mission is something different. As Simon says, people don't buy what you do, they buy what you do it. By aligning our business practices with our users' value and needs, we build a strong and more loyal community. This trust and loyalty translate into sustained engagement, which is critical for our advertising model and long-term financial health. So in this way, we are generating revenues. Thank you.
Aude Marie?
Yeah, but it's not. I was going for a question. It's not really a conclusion, but anyway, like you were saying that you want your business want to be part of the solution in terms of privacy consent, and for example, you said you will add many prompts about consent, but I just cite a very important study saying that people don't take time to read those privacy policy and terms of use. So how can you be part of the solution? Clearly, users need to be educated about those privacy concerns. But for example, in general, privacy policy would need like 30 minutes to read. So who is taking 30 minutes of their personal time to read those privacy concerns? So how can you be part of the solution to be sure people will just kick away your prompt because we know they don't read it?
We also said that we want to be part of the conversation, which means that we want to talk to our users and talk in the sense and also explain that why these personalized algorithms are better for user experience, and at the same time ask them that in what is the best way to make you aware of this information and to make you get your consent on what data to use and not to use. There are many I do know that there are, in data sharing, there are apps that have come up that have these prompts for consent, which have consistently increased engagement by users in the privacy policy and reading the privacy policy. So we want to ensure that we are talking to users in what they want and how best we can provide it to them.
Great. Thank you, everybody, for this very rich debate. There was a lot of great comments and concerns shared here. And I'm glad that I got to hear it from all of you. So let's wrap it up.